Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Joe Libby. I am delighted and excited to be here today. And listen, I want to thank Candace for giving me the opportunity to address you all today. And I wanted to start off with something fun, a little unusual. So whether you're watching this video live or watching it later during a replay, do me a favor. Think of a playing card. Think of one of the 52 cards in the deck. Don't think of the Joker. Don't think of the advertising card or anything like that. Think of one of the 52 playing cards. Keep it in mind. Have you got it? Great. Well, would you be amazed if the card that you're thinking of right now were printed on the other side of this one? Well, I can tell you that with Joe Libby, failure is not an option. All outcomes have been considered. And so if you're thinking of your card right now, and you'd be amazed if it were printed on the other side here, prepare yourself, because it is indeed printed on the other side. Of course, every card in the deck is printed on the other side, because I don't know a better way to do this trick. But all outcomes have been taken into consideration there. Folks, I'll tell you what, I am an entertainer here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm a ventriloquist and a comedy magician. I'm also a speaker and a solutions provider. And I use my expert knowledge of magic and misdirection to educate professionals and business owners like you so that you don't lose your hard-earned money to cons, scams, swindles, and hustles. Now, this is a topic that has interested me for a long time because, you know, con men and scammers use many of the same techniques that magicians do. They use sleight of hand, they use misdirection, they use distraction techniques. If there's enough money involved, they stage elaborate ruses, and they use all of these techniques and others with one goal in mind, and that's to separate you from your hard-earned money. In fact, the goal is to get you to willingly hand over your money before you've realized what's happened. And so today, I wanted to talk to you about 3 super simple techniques that you can apply now to avoid cons, scams, and swindles. Technique number 1 is a practical one. Don't give in to threats. Don't give in to intimidation. Don't pay somebody off just because they say you have to. Now, we all know about these scams like the IRS scam, or maybe you've heard of the jury duty scam. That's where somebody calls up, says he is from the sheriff's department and that you missed jury duty, and so you need to pay a fine. And oh, by the way, they will be more than happy to take your credit card information over the phone in order to make that fine go away, in order to pay that fine. Well, we all know that the IRS and the Sheriff's Department don't operate that way, right? There's another category that you need to know about, and that's the copyright troll. A copyright troll is an individual. It may be an organization that obtains a copyright to a piece of intellectual property simply to extort money out of other people. Sometimes they don't even actually have the copyright. They just say they do, but they still try to extort money. A few years ago, I had a run-in with a copyright troll, and this is actually a multinational company. If I told you the name of the company, you would know immediately who it is. Everybody has heard of them. I'm not sure it's a good idea to actually mention the name, but I think it's safe to tell you that the name of the company rhymes with Spaghetti Mimages. And so a few years ago, Spaghetti Mimages sent me a very intimidating, threatening, heavy-handed letter saying that I was in violation of a copyright of theirs because of an image that I had on my website. Well, the image was on my website. It was a template that I got from a third party. And the image in question was in their online database, but they never provided any evidence that I was actually in violation of the copyright. Now, the letter that I was reading said that the letter itself was evidence that I was in violation and that I need to pay them over $1,000. Well, that's ridiculous. Okay, despite the wording they used, it's not evidence, it's just a claim. And as I did some more research, I found out that this company sends out hundreds of these letters every month to people all over the world, hoping to scare just a few of them into paying up. And people do. It's part of their business model. And so I just decided to wait it out. They kept sending letters saying that they were going to threaten that they might threaten to sue me and that they wanted money, but I just waited it out. Eventually, they turned the case over to their lawyer, who also started sending threatening, intimidating letters. And this is one of the letters right here. I've saved them all. Okay? And this particular letter says that because I was not prompt in paying the amount that they claimed I owed them, that additional fees, legal fees, things like that were being added on, and that I now owed them $2,381.84. And that if I didn't pay up, they may advise Spaghetti Mimages to take legal action against me. Well, again, that was a bluff, because Spaghetti Mimages is in Washington State. They would have to sue me here in Texas, and the amount that they were asking, it wasn't going to make it worth their while. But they were trying to intimidate me. They were trying to scare me. And so I waited it out. Now, after 3 years, the statute of limitations expired and the letter stopped. No harm done for me. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever find yourself in that situation, you start getting threatening, intimidating letters, emails, phone calls, don't be intimidated. Don't pay 1 red cent until you get the entire story, until you get the evidence that you need. Okay? Now, if it turns out that you owe the money, yes, you need to pay it. But do your research, get educated. Don't pay them 1 red cent just because they say you have to. And by the way, if you think you might be in a situation like that right now and you're not sure what to do, feel free to contact me through Facebook. I'll be happy to help you in any way that I can. I can't guarantee that I'll have a firm answer for you, but anything I can do to help you out, to serve and support, I'm happy to do it. Now, strategy number 2 is to stay alert about what's going on around you. Stay alert, stay aware, okay? Control your own situation. That's really all you can control. But if you're constantly being distracted, if you are constantly worrying about things in the past that you can't change, or worrying about things in the future that may or may not happen, well, you're constantly being distracted, being pulled in different directions, then you're not focusing on the things that you can control. And that makes you a good target for cons and scams. Strategy number 3 is don't think that you're too smart to be scammed. Now, listen, we're all intelligent people, but guess what? The scammers are smart too. And if you take the attitude of, well, that'll never happen to me, or I'm too smart to fall for a scam like that, well, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, you're being cocky. That makes you complacent, and that's going to make you careless. And then that leaves you wide open for being taken by a scammer, okay? So don't think that you're too smart. Take a few extra seconds to make sure that your situation is safe. As a for instance, we know that the credit card skimmers are starting to make a comeback now. So if you go to an ATM or you go to an automated gas pump, before you stick your credit card in the slot, take a few extra seconds. Okay? Check that credit card slot. Just shake it around a little bit. See if it might be loose. If it is, it could well be a credit card skimmer. And if it's on there loose, then with a little bit of effort, you may be able to pull it right off. And if you do, turn it into the store manager or the bank manager, and you'll be saving yourself a lot of trouble. You'll be saving a lot of other people a lot of trouble and a lot of lost income. Even if that credit card slot seems very secure, take a few extra seconds just to check around to make sure somebody hasn't installed a miniature camera that can record your PIN code as you put it in. It's little things like that that can make a big difference. Now, does this guarantee that you will never be the victim of a con or a scam? Unfortunately, I can't guarantee that, but you will be improving your odds considerably. Now, if you'd like to find out more about this topic, I have a gift for you. If you go over to my website, which is joelibbyseminars.com, that's joelibbyseminars.com, there's a button there where you can request an anti-scam ebook. Now, when you push that button, a drop-down box will appear. It's going to ask for your first name and your email address. After you put those in, you push the button saying, yes, you want to get your anti-scam ebook, and it will take you to a download page where you can get the PDF file. Now, this ebook has some great information in it, especially for those of you who are looking for online business tools, online business opportunities, or work from home opportunities, because it's going to tell you about some of the dirty tricks that some slimy online marketers use to scam you. Not all online marketers are scammers, okay, but some of them are, and you'll get a lot of good information from this book. A couple of you may already have it. Candace, I think you may have it already. But if you go over to joelibbyseminars.com, you can get your copy there. By the way, if you get your copy, first of all, I'm not going to sell your email address. That's not the business that I'm in. And I'm going to give you occasional email updates, but I'm not going to spam you. Okay, I hate spam as much as you do, and honestly, I don't have the time to do it, so I'm not going to. I'd also encourage you to visit my page here on Facebook, which is facebook.com/joelibbyseminars. Like the page, and feel free to comment on any of the posts I put in there. I'm always looking for new information that I can share with people to educate them about cons, scams, or swindles. So please like the page and also tell your friends about it. If you have any questions about cons, scams, or swindles, okay, put them in the box below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Okay, ask me anything you like. If I don't know the answer, I'll make something up. That's the kind of guy I am. And seriously, if you do have a question but you don't want to ask it publicly, send me a message through the Facebook chat, and I'll be happy to follow up with you. Okay? So, hey, listen, I want to thank you all for your time today. Let me know what I can do to serve and support you. Candace, thank you so much for giving me the privilege of addressing everybody here at Peaceful Solutions today. If you enjoyed the presentation, if you got some value from it, please remember that my name is Joe Libby. And if you didn't care for it that much, my name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I hope you all have an outstanding weekend. God bless you all. And we will see you too. Oh, thanks for the great info. Thank you, Candace. I really appreciate the opportunity. Have an awesome day, everybody. Bye.